I'm Padalecki from Supernatural. What's going on, BuddyTV? It's something that comes naturally. I sort of, Jensen's got a big old crush on me, and so I just sort of try and play off it. And, you know, I've told him many times nothing's going to happen. You know, I'm not like that. But he's really into me, so I can just kind of play off it. No, we're pretty laid-back guys. We're both from Texas, and we're both sort of kind of like to get our work done and have a good time. Not really like drama kings, you know, like I've worked with people who just need some sort of conflict and need to, hey, did you hear what blah blah said about blah blah? I'm like, oh, come on, like just relax. And you know, you work 14-hour days anyways, it's not worth getting bent up about stupid things. So it came pretty naturally. I mean, we're pretty similar. We actually live together right now. So like even at night, it's like get home from set from seeing each other for 12 hours. It's like, want to play guitar? Cool, you know, until we go to sleep or something. So. The dynamic, the brother dynamic between Sam and Dean is definitely going to change. I mean, obviously Dean died at the end of season 3 and went to hell. So a lot's happened in the last 4 months, and Sam has things that he's not telling Dean, and Dean has things he's not telling Sam, and they both changed, and they both realized things about themselves and done things that they're kind of ashamed of or, you know, kind of worried about that they're kind of keeping from each other. So the dynamic is definitely different. You know, now Dean has seen Sam die, Sam's seen Dean die. We've both died. I mean, we've changed and we've grown and we've kind of become more individual. So the dynamic's definitely going to change. Well, Sam definitely had to get darker because when Dean died, Sam had to look out for himself. And so as opposed to Sam being the one who was like, hey, let's, you know, ask questions first and shoot later, he had to become, hey, let's shoot first, ask questions later, because he had to make sure he didn't die like Dean did, and he had to kind of carry on the Winchester legacy. And also Sam's kind of struggled with these issues and, you know, what his powers are, and the yellow-eyed demon showed Sam that he bled in his mouth when he was a baby, and so he's wondering about that, and he's curious, and he wants to know answers. I mean, he's known his whole life that he was kind of weird and different, but he wants to know why, and he wants to know to what end, and so I think he's really curious about finding that out. That's usually always filmed on the same day too. They usually decide to take the funniest scene where you kind of have to be goofy and crazy and stick it with the scene where you're like, Dean, I don't want you to die. So, you know, by the end of the day, I'm exhausted from crying and laughing and doing everything in between. The tragedy definitely comes more naturally to me. I've never thought I was a funny actor. I've always been, I like to have a good time in person. I like to joke around and kid around, but I've never been like, let me tell you a joke, guys. So the comedy never really came easy, and Drama King, or, you know, I'm a Cancer, so I'm very emotional. It's easy to tap into that reserve of sadness whenever the lines are written, so probably the tragedy. I love fairy tales. One of the things that I love about Supernatural is just the timeless classic, and it's not really given a name, but the archetypes in the mythology of good versus evil and the friendly beast, and you know, like Star Wars is chock full of them. I mean, the relation to evil and the struggle with, is my destiny, or can I control my destiny? And you know, Satan will have a smiling face and be the greatest salesman you ever meet, and struggling with you know, what's on the top layer and what's underneath. And so just sort of the general mythology that's been around since season 1 is kind of what excites me the most. Not a specific demon or anything.